All right, so let's talk about the energy side of it, though, which is the Tesla side of it. Do you think there's a chance, you're saying that maybe Elon's thinking outside the box completely in terms of how to produce energy? But the number one way that everybody talks about in terms of the fastest way to scale is going to be solar plus batteries. He certainly has.
I disagree.
Oh, you don't think it's the fastest way?
No, the fastest way would be nuclear.
The fastest way.
Yeah, I think that'd be the fastest.
Okay. So why do you think nuclear? Most people think we're 5 years away from 3 to 5, say 3 minimum. If all the regulators got out of the way, we're 3 years away from mass producing the little mini nukes. And then, it takes a while to scale. Whereas solar, you could just scale up from where we are now and make a lot of solar.
Yeah, but the thing that people look, Elon talks about the 100 mile by 100 mile solar, right? He talks about that. Okay, why hasn't he done it? There's a reason. It's not that straightforward.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You need to be able to have distribution. So yes, on paper, it makes sense. It can create this amount of power. It's got most solar panels have 27, 30% efficiency, right? So you can do the math and you can figure out how much you need. But even if I have it all in the desert, I now need to get all that transmitted and dispersed across the entire country.
Mm-hmm.
That poses a lot of problems because that's a lot of lines. That's a lot of new infrastructure you have to build out. That's a huge choke point. You actually want everything to be distributed. You don't want any single points of failure. Right? Like the problem starts to build upon itself. Mm-hmm. With nuclear, I think you can get closer to where your problem statement is. Mm-hmm. And when I say problem statement, what I mean is, like, in this case, he's talking about for compute, right? You could put a nuclear facility right next to wherever your data center is.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You're not going to put that many solar panels right next to your data center, right? So the surface area in relation to your problem statement, I think, becomes a really big deal. Mm-hmm. And now solar makes a lot of sense if we're talking about for solving the problem with houses. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I think it should almost be law that every new house being built should have solar panels, like, by default. Like, and that's, again, distributed. The solar panels are at the problem statement, which would be each house, right? So you don't have this issue. Mm-hmm, so mm-hmm. It's anyway. So to me, nuclear is going to be the way forward for a lot of this.
Well, by the way, I'm sure I'm a huge fan of the little mini nukes. I was shocked that it didn't become a thing 30 years ago when they first started talking about it. My dad, I think was in that business. I mean, he was in the transformer, he was an employee in the transformer world. And so when those things were first announced, I was like, why wouldn't we do this? It just seems so sensible.